today.
So you said that while they were being introduced, both of them like to be on the blade. The Italians like to wrap the blade up a little bit and using footwork. And we watched SZASZ KOVACS earlier today just be on the blade constantly with Kasha Nixon of the United States. So this will also be a blade heavy.
Yeah, I mean, that's my prediction. Not as familiar with ISOLA. I've never really watched her fence before, but like I said, like there's on the blade and then there's on the blade, and SZASZ wants that blade, picking up that first touch right there.
SZASZ KOVACS is currently #1 in the world. She won this Grand Prix. This Grand Prix last year was in Bogota, Colombia, and she won this one last year.
You can see SZASZ trying to really control that blade, really control that prep, feint to the foot. Really taps the foot. Okay. Boom. SZASZ starting that creep forward with beating on the blade. We all know what that portends. Really working to that foot, it looks like. Senses an opening there.
Does she have a certain target she likes to go to after she takes the blade, or is it just mixed up?
Oh, I mean, normally when you take the blade with 4, you're going to go to the arm or to the chest. Kind of difficult to take the. You can, but take the blade 4. Take the blade and 4 to the foot. Oop. Top.
So ISOLA, I'm looking this up. You're right. She is 18 years old. The youngest in the semifinal, probably her first Grand Prix semifinal.
Yes.
But not the only time she's ever been on the podium. She's a very successful junior.
Yeah, very, very successful for junior fencer from what others have told me, and from what I saw at the Junior Worlds.
Does the blade as a fencer, her being on it, so she's dominating in this first period, SZASZ KOVACS. If she's on the blade, how does that mix you up as a fencer? Is it just that it gets you out of the timing, or you're not sure when she's going to go?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're a fencer who personally likes to be on the blade and you want to own that line.
Nice action.
Yeah,
there.
nice
right
action
on
there
top of
SZASZ.
it right away.
It can be very disconcerting when you have somebody else who's playing that same game at you, because you're like, wait a minute, I want to be on that blade. Why, like, you're banging it around? I want to bang your blade around. But again, I mean, just the strength and confidence that SZASZ has kind of garnered over the past couple years, she's like a force kind of when she moves forward.
And you said she's leaned over, which makes it very difficult to hit her in the low line.
Yeah, so she's really ready either for the parry repost or the counterattack, kind of as we saw earlier, for
very
flesh.
Nice flesh on the blade, and a nice direct flesh by SZASZ KOVACS. There it is. Very, very nice touch.
And attempted for yielding 4 parry posts from ISOLA. But yeah, for somebody who likes to be on the blade, then when you're getting your blade beat around, you're like, okay, maybe I should remove the blade so that you know, you can't beat it around as much, but then that puts you out of your game a bit if you're the one who likes to kind of feed off of that blade. Attack and prep from ISOLA for single white.
See that again. Nice attack and prep.
8. Deciding to go to that 1 minute break.
So they've stepped back. It's interesting in epee, you know, even that there's time on the clock, they kind of just step back, and they're allowed to kind of do that. Because it almost seems like there's just not enough time to set up another action in epee.
Yeah, with 7 seconds left on the clock, I mean, you can kind of do like you could attack off the line, and certainly, you know, you see fencers do that, but it's kind of, it can be quite risky. And so particularly for SZASZ right now, you know, she doesn't need to kind of do anything like that. She's in a comfortable position. ISOLA may, you know, have blasted off that line, but it is more risky. So with 7 seconds left, you salute, you know, back up.
So what we're seeing here is that SZASZ KOVACS is showing her seniority here and her dominance. You know, she's way ahead in this 7-2. What can ISOLA do to make up some of those touches? Yeah,
I think ISOLA's last attack and prep, where she kind of closed the line with 8, was very effective against SZASZ's 4, because SZASZ has kind of been owning that line, pressing ISOLA's blade in. So if ISOLA can then take like change that leverage on the blade, and get that 8 in a resistive or yielding parry, and then go into SZASZ's prep and be kind of using SZASZ's own strength against her. So we'll see if
ISOLA can do it. ISOLA is a very successful junior fencer. She's only 18 years old, so we'll see if she's got what it takes to make up those 5 touches.
Yeah, I mean, and there's lots of space, lots of time. So there are a lot of variables for ISOLA to work with here. SZASZ still kind of putting that pressure on, though, not wanting to let up.
She seems very methodical when she comes forward. It's not like rushed or anything, but just constant pressure.
She's like, I want to own this line. I know she really knows what she's looking for in a tactile sense of what sensation she wants on the blade before she releases that attack. Kind of laying that trap very carefully and methodically. Even when she's going back, applying pressure on the blade, closing forward.
ISOLA taking an opportunity and a chance to make attack, but SZASZ KOVACS is right on top of that with a counterattack.
Yeah, even defense, SZASZ has that presence with her tip and with her blade, always there, always disrupting, making it very, very difficult to deal with. Also a very difficult fencer to attack. Here we go.
So very nice action. It seemed like she got a better tempo there.
Yeah, got SZASZ searching a bit.
Right, she was able to make the second action.
Yeah. As we saw earlier, the few touches Nixon got was when she was pushing SZASZ back and got her to search a bit. So maybe that's one tactic ISOLA might use here. Pushing, searching for that blade, searching for that line, and then finding an opening. Nice action there. SZASZ just closing the distance.
I don't want to take for granted that double touch right there, too,
right?
Because
it was a nice action for
she
sure.
was ready for that, and I don't think people, when they watch epee, you know, I'm a foil fencer, when they watch epee for the first time, how important that double touch is, or how important it is that you be. Oh, that was a very nice action.
Very nice action from ISOLA right there.
You have to be ready for that double touch action. Not everyone is. Let's see that nice action again. Nice coming forward, advance, lunge. Very nice.
Faint low finish high against SZASZ's 6.
She's within 4 in the second period. She
yeah,
still has time.
Very, very doable. She's got time. She's got space. SZASZ now kind of picking up the pressure a bit. She wants that action again, finishing through 4.
That's how an Olympic gold medalist does it. She's like, forget it, I'm going forward now.
She's like, all right.
So she's going forward, has the blade again, makes a nice action,
Just
finds the attack.
So strong on that blade. Yeah, the hunt is back on for SZASZ, pushing, wanting that touch. 4, touch.
Right. So she tried going back. She got hit. So
Yeah, she's like, all right, I'm gonna try to finish the way I started, really bullying that 4 line, really owning that 4 line.
But her pressure is pretty constant. It's not just a rushing.
Right. No. Oop, almost a yielding crane.
The referee has to call halt when the fencer passes the other fencer. So he calls halt here because ISOLA has passed.
Ooh, nice wrist touch from ISOLA right there. That's one risk when SZASZ is searching so much through 4s. You can get those wrist shots in here and there because there's so much searching going on. You can see it makes SZASZ hesitate a little bit more on that action. She's not quite as aggressively pushing forward, searching through 4.
So the referee calls halt because they're too close to the edge. We had a situation with Giron falling off of the piste earlier and hurting himself, so I think the referees are pretty conscious of that. But we did see SZASZ Kovacs hug kind of her right side of the piste.
Yeah, she, as you've seen a couple times, she likes to flush with 4 across the body, so that gives her room to set up that flush and not go flying off the other side of the piste and get injured that way. And both fencers step back, waiting for that 1-minute break.
So I think ISOLA is finding some actions to do. They're kind of few and far between now, but she's got this last round going into it. She's got some time to make up some touches.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 3 minutes is a lot of time. She's again, like you said earlier, don't discount those double touches because I think you get a lot of information from them that you can use. Especially the Italians are so strong on like touch analysis and going touch by touch to kind of craft a plan. So I expect her to come out with like a pretty concrete idea of what action she's gonna pursue. I think SZASZ is gonna try to stick to that, searching through 4, really bullying through 4, pushing. Because before, when she went back, ISOLA was able to pick up a few points.
ISOLA is still a junior and still finding her way on the circuit.
She's still a junior.
She's still a junior. She's 18, so she's still a junior. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, this is a great, she's in the semifinal of a Grand Prix, so she might be a name to continue to watch as well. We'll see what she comes up with. If she's able to get around that blade, if she's able to find the tempo.
It'll be interesting to see how SZASZ starts this period, whether she's going to push really aggressive from the beginning, like really trying to finish it off, or whether she's going to give a little bit and kind of let ISOLA come to her. Looks like she's going to push a little bit.
I think fencers make that calculation, of I'm doing better going forward, so I'm going to continue to press forward. Maybe not as boldly as I did before,
Still
but
a
continue
nice
to press.
Yeah, though it's amazing how many times fencers come off the strip though and they're like, this was working, and then I stopped doing it, and I do not know why. I've certainly been in that situation many times myself. I'm like, wait, why?
Yeah, at this level and at this level of competition, you see they're making those calculations, and they're always choosing, or a lot of times choosing the right thing.
A lot of mental statistics that goes on, even if they don't result in the concrete numbers. Every fencer's kind of, crunching the actions and hedging bets on. Ooh, nice tack from ISOLA right there.
She's finding a way around that blade. She's got 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third period, and there it is. Very nice flash.
Against
almost catching SZASZ Kovacs off. Kind of like off the...
Yeah, she wasn't ready for that attack. Ooh.
Very nice.
Very nice. She knows that SZASZ is going for that 4, so she's really working off of that. Like I said, the Italians, they analyze everything very carefully.
So
and when they come for a plan
riposte.
parry, riposte around that 4. Down 3 touches, 2 minutes left. There's plenty of time. No need to rush it.
And also you see, like, SZASZ Kovacs is kind of getting a little more anxious about
Yeah,
it.
she's like 4, 4, 4, and touch. Yeah, I expect to see SZASZ, keep trying that touch. It's worked out very well for her many times throughout this bout. Just being careful. I think ISOLA was finding that attack and prep. So you can see SZASZ really not letting up here. It's just all prep, prep, prep. Boom. That double works in SZASZ's favor.
There, ready for the double touch.
Ready for that double touch. SZASZ not letting up. She's like, I want this. I'm going to finish this out. And boom, with that touch that's been
Very
so
nice
successful
action.
for her.
One light for Emisha Sashkovac, the what you expect from the current Olympic champion. She won this Grand Prix last year. She's looking to be right on that podium. The only person standing in her way is Courtney Hurley of the United States. We are going to see Sashkovac and Courtney Hurley in the final matchup after the men's. So we're going to switch over to the men's right now. So Kat Holmes will be back. I am back with Lucas Bellman, who has parents who were on the German national team, a mom who has 2 Olympic gold medals in the team event for Germany, and he's going to join me. He's an épée fencer.